concedes a single or saves 3, depending upon how you look at it. Yeah, he's still the current head coach, isn't he, of Oxford University. Got a huge number of players there, former first-class player, born in Warwickshire, but has a bit of a South African background because he played down for Griqualand West too.
But you could tell by the way he maneuvers, the way he thinks about batsmanship. And it was only batting at the time, but some of the drills that he set up, I was going to Bangladesh at the time, and obviously you wouldn't find a further set of preparation from Bangladesh than England, but he tried to make it as relevant as possible, and we worked on some technical stuff, and it was just good to get a different mindset. You know, sometimes good dads aren't always good coaches, and good coaches aren't good coaches for their own kids, but you know, he spoke very highly of his son, and you could tell that once he started to talk about his son, he went off of coaching and went into a fatherly mode. So I've kind of followed Ben's progress from afar. So Graham, if you're listening, thanks for a memorable time at Oxford Uni, and we hope that Ben could carry on the legacy that you started.
Beats the attempted cut shot. Rashid Khan's promotion up the order continues to struggle. 9 for 1. It's the 7th and final group game for the Kathmandu Gorkhas. They will be the first side to finish their campaign. They can qualify with a defeat, no doubt about that, but from a chat with Monty Desai this morning, their head coach, he says we are focused on the process and the performance. We will worry about the points table after. Straight to cover points, but I've no doubt he'll be aware of the fact that if they do win, they will get to 10 points. They'd be the second team to that marker. They wouldn't be guaranteed of a top 2 spot. They would guarantee a playoff spot, but I quite fancy 10 will be enough to get into the top 2.
Yeah, I love the process, performance, points. It's almost something that ChatGPT would produce. But if you know Monty Desai, you know that he is a quite level-headed guy, and those are the coaches you actually want to play for and work with. The ones that when you win, you don't feel that you're better than they are, and when you lose, you don't feel that you're worse than you are.
Good diving stop. Just one more note on this points table, though. The thing that makes this such a fascinating contest, and with that Janakpur first win really just blowing the bottom of the table wide open, were the Avengers to win, they can still get to 8 points, and obviously the Lions can get to 8 points too, and the Kings' final game is against the Royals, who've looked untouchable this season. So we could end up with a 4-way tie on 8 points apiece, and then it would come down to net run rate. There are so many permutations. Only 2 things are certain. The Royals have qualified and are looking almost certainly to be in the top 2, and the Yaks, they're gone.
And that's why it's important to not let the points table dictate and determine how you play as a team. I've been in dressing rooms before where you consume yourself with who we want to win out of this clash, and where would that put us on the points table. And there's a time for that. You come down to the last couple of group games, you've done all you can, and you're begging another team to win, and win by a certain margin so that you can finish second or finish third or qualify or whatever. But at the beginning of a tournament and in the belly of the tournament, in the center, you really want to be concentrating on your process and trying to win every game possible.
Pinch hitters, none off 5. Sent up the order to have a swing. Not making any contact at the moment. Here's the 2 umpires from Sri Lanka, Prageetha Rambukwela. And standing alongside him is by a distance the most experienced umpire in the history of cricket in Nepal. That's the great Buddy Pradhan. Incredible how young the game is still here as we see Vinay Kumar Jha, third umpire. Give us a wave, Vinny. Can you hear me? Come on, Vinny. Give me a wave. Oh, maybe not. It's like those selfies. They're still such a young cricketing nation, and the strides they're making internationally. We heard Akash Chopra talking about it in the pre-game. Remarkable.
Yeah, absolutely remarkable. I'll drive the knife in this time. Being there to watch Nepal play against West Indies and not turn up because they wanted to, but turn up with a real hope that they could win. I think that is important. They're growing a sense of belief into what they're doing, playing and building that belief, and it's really good to watch. So happy to be here. 3 gone, 10 for 1 the Gorkas.
Don't let your eyes dissuade you from the fact that today is a sellout. But I suspect 13, 14, 15,000 that are going to be here today, at least 10,000 of them will be supporting Sudar Prashim. There's been a big call out from the Royals fan base to come in yellow today. We're in for a real treat this evening. But before that, we've got the morning or the afternoon game. That's going to have a massive role in dictating which of the sides will head to the playoffs. Both sides desperate for a win, and the Avengers have started better, having won the toss and chosen the field. Pinch hitters at the non-striker's end. Rashid Khan, I'm referring
to cricket, who everyone, when you get in your 5th, 6th over anyway.
Yeah, incredible to think Rashid Khan's scores so far this season: 6, 14, 6, 0. He's now none off 7. Now, I was going to save this next piece of information until I was on with Akash Chopra, because I've been winding you up about Nepal beating the West Indies in Georgia. But at that Hong Kong Sixes, it was Rashid Khan's promotion up the order as Nepal beat India. That's right, Akash. I don't know, was he listening in there? Nepal beat India by 92 runs. Yes, it was the Hong Kong Sixes. But he opened the batting, he made 55 off 17, including 6 sixes. So I think Monty Desai saw something there, because you know him, he watches everything. He saw something within Rashid Khan where he said, I want to get him up the order to use that power. It just hasn't worked yet.
But I'd also say that is very good as well, because 24 years old, lots of cricket left in him. Let's just say if we fast forward to the end of this tournament, he hasn't come off, he hasn't made any runs. All of a sudden, he's 5, 6, 7 innings closer to where you want him to be. So he's obviously proven he has the talent, he has the power. Now he's saying it in a 20 format as opposed to a 6-over format. How can you translate into championship? That's the question. This in the Nepal Premier League offers a club. And failure is not fatal. So there'll be plenty of learnings post-tournament. If you watch back your footage, you and miss proper cricket shot, and it's going for